Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video we're making mini paleo pumpkin pies. If you saw my last video where I prepared Thanksgiving dinner for two, a non-traditional Thanksgiving dinner, then you would have saw this in the video and, you know, Greg's reaction.
I'm gonna be honest. Oh, that was perfect.
I think he liked it. So, let's get started with today's recipe. We're gonna start off by making the filling with our pumpkin puree. You do wanna get pure pumpkin puree for this recipe instead of pumpkin pie filling because it doesn't have any additives. The only ingredients is organic pumpkin. We're just gonna open this up. And we're only using 1 cup, but this recipe will yield you 12 mini pumpkin pies. We got our cup of pumpkin puree. Just gonna add that to our mixing bowl. A 1/4 cup of maple syrup. I just recommend using 100% pure maple syrup. Now I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of plant-based milk. This is the milk that I have on hand, so I am using this today, but coconut milk or almond milk, anything goes. So, ooh, splashed a little bit too much there. 1 full egg and 1 egg yolk. I guess you could add 2 full eggs if you wanted to, but I think this sort of just helps with the texture. The egg yolk is definitely more rich, so the flavor that you'll get will be a little nicer. So next we're gonna add vanilla extract. I just kind of free pour it, but 1 teaspoon is good. And then we're gonna whisk all of these ingredients together. And then we're gonna add our spices and these few extra ingredients that are really gonna take the texture of your filling to the next level. So we're gonna add in pure collagen peptides. I'm using this brand today. It is Dose & Co. and it is new to the US. The serving size on this is 2 teaspoons. So that means 6 teaspoons total is what we're gonna want in here because we want 3 servings. So this is a grain-free starch. It's really good for thickening up soups, sauces, pie fillings. It's gluten-free and grain-free, which makes it paleo. I love adding this to sauces to give it a nice thickening quality without using cornstarch because this is healthier. So I just kind of freehand. The exact measurements will be in the description box below. Also, I'm using pumpkin pie spice, but you could also use AllSpice if you have that at home. All right, so now that our spices are all added in, we're just gonna give this one final whisk, set that aside, and now we're gonna move on to our crust. This is its own recipe in itself because it's a gingerbread cookie recipe, and that's gonna make up our crust today. So, what you'll need is a 1/4 cup of melted and cooled coconut oil. So I already have that set aside here. I'm just gonna add it to my big bowl. And then I'm gonna add a 1/4 cup of sugar. Today I'm using raw cane sugar, but you could totally add whatever sugar you have on hand. Coconut sugar works well in this recipe as well. Now I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of honey. Now this recipe you could totally substitute for molasses as well, but I don't ever have molasses on hand, but I know typically with a gingerbread cookie recipe, they like to use molasses in it, but honey works too. 1 egg, I have that set aside here. Pop that right in. Now I'm gonna add 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and then we're gonna add our flour. So I'm using 1 1/4 cups of almond flour. Now I'm just gonna add in all of my spices. I'll put all the exact measurements below. So all of our spices are incorporated. This is looking really nice. It looks like a cookie dough. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add that right to our muffin tin that I've already greased with some coconut oil. They should look like this when you press them out, so that way you leave lots of room for the filling. Time to put these bad boys in the oven for 5 minutes. So now I'm just gonna get my spoon and press them so we can fit our filling. But as you can see, they're not fully cooked, so they're still nice and soft and malleable for me to be able to do this. All right, they're ready to go in the oven for 25 minutes. Looks ready. They've been cooling off for 20 minutes or so. See how easy they just popped out. Look at how beautiful. In my last video, I did make a coconut cream whipped cream to go on top of here, and I will put the recipe for that in the description box below. I hope you guys try this recipe out and let me know what you think. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It really supports my channel and helps me understand what you guys like seeing from me. I hope you're having a beautiful day wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you soon. Bye.
Like and subscribe!